Welcome to Sideline Sports, where we give you an up-close and personal look at the teams, coaches, and athletes that make up the Columbia Basin. I'm host Sean Wells. Tonight, we see how local teams fared at the MAC Classic. We check in on Lady Chief basketball as they compete for a district championship, and we check in on Big Ben hosting Columbia Basin in a first-place showdown. You're watching Sideline Sports, and it starts now. It's always a great time when the MAC Classic starts up, and this year wasn't any different. There were plenty of outstanding individual and team performances from local schools. It was the MAC Classic in Tacoma, Washington. Teams from all over the Columbia Basin were competing for wrestling royalty against the best in state. Moses Lake took second in state the previous year, losing to only Lake Stevens. With 9 wrestlers in the tournament this year, Moses Lake was trying to take first place in the 4A division. Behind head coach Jaime Garza, the Chiefs came ready to compete. From the get-go, Moses Lake seemed quicker, smarter, and more prepared than their opponents. Trey Long took first for the Chiefs at 113 pounds, Hudson Mouseth took first at 160 pounds, and Cooper McCullough took second at 120 pounds. Moses Lake edged out Lake Stevens to take home the first place trophy. Head coach Jaime Garza was happy to see hard work pay off.
There's a lot of passion, and we want to win. My brother and I are both from Moses Lake. We grew up in this program. We just want to give back and get us back to where we were, consistently on top. And those are the bricks that we're laying down to be there.
After finishing third in 1A last year, Warren was eyeing for first in the 1B, 2B division. The Cougars jumped out to a strong early lead in the tournament and never looked back. Behind Jeremy Reyes' championship at 195 pounds and Tyson Yamani's first place finish at 126 pounds, Warden held on to take first place in the 1B, 2B division. Warden head coach Brent Cox couldn't have been happier for state champion Tyson Yamani.
Tyson Yamani, he's a workhorse. He wrestled that kid at regionals and we lost to him by 1 point. So there's definitely been a thought on his mind as he worked out, and we got him. He just wrestled an awesome match right there.
Tyson had an emotional moment with his dad in the stands after his championship. A hug from a past champion to a new champion.
Well, he was a state champion back in his heyday, and so I've been coming up and always looking up to him, always working with him, and it's great to just be on his level now.
Quincy Wrestling finished 17th in the 2A division. It was a strong outing for the Jacks behind 3 senior medalists. Andy Vargas finished 4th at 152 pounds, Stephen Gomez finished 8th at 170 pounds, and Cade Wallace finished 6th at 182 pounds. Quincy head coach Greg Martinez was happy for his seniors.
Just to be here with all the fans, all the different levels. Several of those guys, it was a secondary trip, and they got to come back and earn medals this year. Here are two of my graduating seniors.
Once the matches were over, Quincy had one last thing left to do.
Where do you guys go next? Disneyland?
Go eat.
Go eat, yeah.
No more starving.
With the district championship on the line, the Lady Chiefs knew they had a tough test against rival Wenatchee.
The teams were tight to start the contest, with the Panthers and Chiefs misfiring on their opening shots. Layups by the Loetta sisters, Jesse and Jamie, got things going for Moses Lake 3 minutes in. Wenatchee knotted the game 8-all with 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. The Chiefs closed out the action on a 5-1 run to lead 13-9. Moses Lake heated up in the second 8 minutes of play to take a 42-23 score into the locker room at the break. The Chiefs continued to sizzle in the second half of play as everything they offered up seemed to tickle the net. Jesse Loetta led Moses Lake with 22 points. McKenna Walker, who was held to a career-low 6 points against West Valley in the opening round, finished with 18. This is the second year in a row the Chiefs have cut down the district nets at home. It's the third straight year Moses Lake has hosted the tournament.
With first place on the line, it was a can't-miss contest between Big Bend and Columbia Basin. It was a battle between two first-place teams as Big Bend hosted Columbia Basin. Both teams sitting at 8-2 in the NWAC East region needed this win to push ahead in the standings. Columbia Basin got off to a hot start as Brandon Oswald hit this deep three. The other way, decides to push it back. A long-distance three. Wow, that was from way deep. Then Big Bend found their groove. Check out this tip-in by Moga Ledoux. Almost going coast to coast, and a nice tip-in by Moga Ledoux. Ledoux was injured during the play but was able to check back in later in the game. Chandler McUmber had a nice night for the Vikings, but it was Sean Spencer having the best night, recording a double-double with 15 points and 11 rebounds. Spencer for three. He can hit those. He does there. Donovan Wright led all scorers for Big Bend with 16 points, while Alonzo Ramos added 12 points. Ramos is money there. Big Bend knocks off Columbia Basin 71-66 and takes sole possession of first place in the East region. Coming up after the break, we'll have our Pick 6 top plays of the week.